I like the word you used. I think cleaner
yeah.
ended up mattering as we take a look at the video for our next couple of fighters.
And now fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 175 pounds, fighting out of Gleason's Athletic Club and trained by Martin Gonzalez, Mike Villalobos.
Fighting out the red corner from San Jose, California. He stands at 5'7", 175 pounds. 37-year-old Mike Villalobos. Fighting out of Gleason's Athletic Club. He's the Senior Vice President of Strategy and Commercial Ops. His goal was $50,000. He raised $61,146. That man has himself the belt that you look for.
He's the biggest 5'7" I've ever seen.
That is a big 5'7".
Yeah.
And what we're going to see, and we're going to see the video for his opponent, there's going to be a height discrepancy in this fight, folks.
Fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 180 pounds, out of Church Street Boxing Club, trained by Ligor Plavaco, Will Coomber.
You heard his name, Will Coomber, 6 foot, 180 pounds, the 29-year-old from Church Street Boxing Club. He's a product designer. He had a goal of $15K, came just short of that as he raised $14,143. He's fighting for his aunt, Maria. Her battle with cancer ended almost a year ago, November 19th, 2024. He's fighting for her memory and hopes to continue to fight in her memory. Called his aunt his inspiration.
The interesting thing here is it's a light heavyweight, so Villalobos is a light heavyweight at 175, but Will Coomber is heavyweight. But in the amateur ranks, they'll give you 5 pounds. So even though you might be two slightly different, we'll give him that 5 pounds. Now, while there is a height difference here, these two guys look like they're in a bit of war here a little bit.
Intrigued to see how Villalobos in the red corner comes out here being the shorter fighter at 5'7" against the 6-footer in Coomber. Villalobos trying to work the body low.
Both getting away from each other too, so some good feet work.
Nice left hook there by Villalobos. Stunned it with a left hook again to Villalobos. Now charging in.
Yeah, referee doesn't like that.
Referee says get back to work.
Trying to base that aggressiveness versus the,
Coomber still just looking for an opening with Villalobos.
Yeah, he's showing a lot of patience actually, Coomber. He's looking for that opening.
Villalobos came up top. Has to be careful about opening himself up. Referee says no holding. This isn't WWE.
Also asking Villalobos to keep his head up, or you can't just charge in with your head down low.
Wild hook there by Villalobos. Coomber unable to make him pay for it. Coomber with a couple of short right-hand jabs. Got to start to get the jab working if you're Coomber to create the space.
He's looking very wasteful with his punches. He's looking to find them in exchange.
And you wonder with Coomber maybe being a little more patient. Villalobos catches him with 2 hooks. Back to back. He's going to send both guys to his corner. That's going to be a standing 8. And we've seen that plenty tonight, folks, here in amateur boxing. You see those 3 shots to the face, you're going to get that standing 8. That's exactly what we saw. And that'll be the end of the first round. A strong one for Mike Villalobos.
Yeah. Good aggressiveness again, right? That we see that aggressive style and working out really well for him.
The shorter fighters, they're coming out aggressive. They're not playing around at all whatsoever.
Has always been the shorter fighter in any fight I've been in. Yeah, you're trying to chop down wood, you know. Yeah. You start at the base and you bring them down, you know.
We saw that in the previous fight, though, with Ross Weinreb and Dean Sisman. The height disparity, the shorter fighter, Weinreb coming out aggressive, Villalobos doing the same. Now I wonder how Coomber, is he able to make the adjustments that we saw Dean Sisman make, where slowed things down, worked his jab, and then was able to get back into it.
There is unfortunately a world of difference between what your coach tells you, what you understand, and then the implementation of it. You know, it's all part of fighting. You know, both of them look like they really want to get back into this. So.
It's one thing to hear the words of what to do next, and another thing to execute it.
Yeah.
So Coomber looking to go to work.
Exchange.
Villalobos
again. That's the aggressiveness.
Again in the corner. Both guys get caught up.
No clinching or no grabbing there.
Another warning there by Villalobos. Coomber with a nice jab there with the left hand.
Yeah.
Some wild punches. Villalobos coming in. Both players grabbed up, and now Coomber gets a warning for no holding.
Both fighters circling here, trying to find that opening.
Villalobos just walked into it.
Does well to get inside there. He landed a couple of big ones.
Another warning there for Coomber. As Villalobos took some time to get a breath on the ropes.
Both fighters here just trying to find that opening.
Villalobos has just been the more aggressive fighter, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, definitely. You got to keep moving. You got to keep it. Every time you move, you know, a little bit more energy goes, right? So you're trying to conserve that energy and make sure you got enough left in the tank to land a few. It's a big right hand.
Huge one right there.
Okay, so that was on the back of the head.
So another standing 8 count.
Yeah, you'd like to see Coomber here use the jab, use his height, you know, just to force kind of Villalobos back a bit.
He just hasn't made the adjustments here thus far. Another swing, and down he goes.
That was a big punch from Villalobos.
Huge right hand by Villalobos, and down goes Coomber. Our first knockdown of the night, and that'll be it.
I mean, look, when you're a shorter fighter and you're fighting someone who's taller than you, that overhand right is such a, you know, it's tough to land, but he landed it really well there.
I love that you brought that up. That is not an easy shot for Mike Villalobos at 5'7" to land on the 6-foot Will Coomber. He had to go all the way upstairs and make it count, and he did.
Yeah.
So it shows you how strong Mike Villalobos is.
Yeah.
Because he had to go a distance and make it hurt.
Yeah. But plus, it really, it's a kind of punch though that it's a big punch, right? So you really open yourself up when you throw it, you know. So it's a very brave punch to throw. But that was some great fighting there. As we said, right, he adjusted, right? Bigger fighter, he had to adjust his style, right? If these guys were the same height, probably a very different fight.
Probably would have been. Mike Villalobos showed no fear. He was fighting for his nephew and all his friends affected by cancer. The 37-year-old raised over $61,000 for tonight. So a nice showing by him. He's pumped up. Gives a good bit of love to his friends and family. On the right side.
Show your love, New York City. Show your love for both fighters.
I thought Coomber was a good fighter.
Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up.
Both of them were really seasoned fighters. They were trying everything.
And your winner, due to KO, fighting out of the red corner, Mike Villalobos.
There's the official announcement, Mike Villalobos.